What's up, fam? I want to start off by saying Happy New Year's. Hopefully you guys had an amazing 2024 and have an even better 2025. Today, we're going to be going over some creepy videos that they don't want you to see. But before we get into the videos, don't forget to hit the like, comment, and subscribe. Helps a brother out with the algorithm. What is that? That looks like people. Whoa. That was pretty weird. I'm not gonna lie, I thought they were in the snow until I read the captions, but I'm glad that they had their camera out to catch that, because imagine all the stuff that we're missing.
You're telling me we don't know what the hell these drones are in New Jersey are? Is that correct?
That's right.
It's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. That's madness that we don't know what these drones are.
There they are. There they are. There they are. Marmora, New Jersey.
Looks like a plane.
We shouldn't be outside.
Go. But here they are. They look like a fucking triangle. They look like a triangle. Oh my God, here we go. Here it is. Are you freaking kidding me right now?
What is that?
No way. And an F-16 just flew over. No way.
That's crazy, because a couple years ago, everybody had drones, and they look nothing like this. So I don't know, within the past couple of years, they just started making some drones that look like UFOs, because the government obviously has no clue what they are, which makes it even scarier.
The year of reckoning. Are we ready for 2025? The year 2025 may mark a turning point in human history, referred to by some as the year of reckoning. Scientists have predicted a rare cosmic event, a planetary alignment occurring once every 26,000 years. This phenomenon, expected in January, could trigger a series of devastating natural disasters and unexplained global changes. In January, massive earthquakes may level entire cities as tectonic plates shift with unprecedented force. By March, relentless electrical storms could fill the skies, creating an unending barrage of lightning and thunder. By June, the destruction could escalate further, with some nations potentially disappearing from maps due to catastrophic floods, tsunamis, or other mysterious events. What's most disturbing is the apparent synchronization of these disasters. Every event seems perfectly timed, leading some to speculate about the involvement of a higher unknown force. Ancient civilizations left warnings about a great balancer, a mystical power said to intervene when humanity drives the world toward chaos. These messages, inscribed in ancient texts and legends, suggest that when the scales tip too far, this force restores balance, no matter the cost. Now, humanity faces a pressing question. Are we ready for what lies ahead? Can we endure these trials, or are we destined to become another chapter erased from Earth's history? The year 2025 could signify more than just another date. It might be a wake-up call for humanity to reflect on its impact and strive for harmony with nature. Only time will reveal whether we can survive this reckoning, or if it marks the end of our story.
I hope that's not the case for 2025, but either way, we as humans, we got to get it together, because all these unnecessary wars and chaos that's starting, it's just bad for us in general.
All right, baby, come here. Look at this one. Tell me if you see
looks
this.
like a snake.
Seeing more snakes now. Tell me, is that a snake or is that a dragon? That's a snake there. That's a snake. That's a snake. That's a snake. Definitely a snake. Definitely a snake.
Can't really see. It kind of looks like a dragon a little bit.
I've seen a lot of crazy stuff looking at these conspiracy theories. But bro, this is literally a hand mixing up a star on a telescope. You can see this on a real telescope. That is a hand mixing up a star. That is a hand. That is literally a hand.
Y'all see that?
That is a hand mixing up a star. With it just rubbing, it's just rubbing the star. It's literally just a hand rubbing the star. And you can look at this with a real telescope. This is real footage. This is just a hand mixing a star. And this is a real constellation or star they call God's hand or something. But it's literally a human hand mixing up a fucking...
Find it very strange that first there were drones that the U.S. government said they were not worried about. Then came the sickness where your throat felt like it was literally sealing shut. And now there's this fog across the globe. Not saying they are connected, but it's definitely more than just a coincidence, in my opinion. I've experienced all of that stuff. The drones, the sickness, the fog. I don't know if it's a coincidence, but it sure as hell seems like it's something devious behind it.
And it made me think of things a lot differently because it's pretty much a theory that everyone you meet, well, not everyone you meet, but some people in your life, the whole time, they could have been an angel disguised as a real person.
Oh, like a guardian angel?
They're literally an angel.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so you ever watch that show, I think it's called My Guardian Angel, the one on Family Channel way back in the day. Yeah. So pretty much the show, it was this guy in high school, and then he had a friend he didn't know at the time. Well, in the first episode, it's revealed he was his angel, the one that's assigned to him to help him do better in life.
Was it called Winging It?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah,
oh, wait, that's a Family
Channel
Channel show,
show,
no?
Yeah, it's called Winging It. That's
yeah.
what I'm talking about. Yeah. But what's crazy is that could happen right now. Like, somebody you know the whole time, they're that person for you, but you just think, oh shit, that's just Gavin.
That's weird. That's just Gavin.
That's pretty crazy to think about. You know, your partner could literally be your angel. That's pretty amazing.
Fell down a rabbit hole the other day, bro.
What happened, bro?
There was an experiment that was done in the 1900s that kind of proved that we could be living in a simulation.
Okay.
So the experiment was called the double slit experiment, right? They had a slit, they sprayed particles at it, and it went on like a wall, and it made like the slit. And then if you put two, it makes two slits. But then they did it with electrons. If you put it through one slit, it makes one slit. But if you put it through two, it will spread out. It won't be two. It will be like 10. So they decided to watch it, right? And the electrons did what it was supposed to do when everybody was looking. But if it's not being observed, it's spreading out. But that's equivalent to like, you know, when you play video games and there's something far away and we can't see it. And it's because it's not rendering. So they're trying to say like, that's how it is in real life. Like, say we're interacting with this right now. Like, we're interacting with my room. I'm interacting with you. All the electrons are doing what it's supposed to. But say we leave this room, it's not going to do that.
It's not going to do that?
It's not going to do that. And I remember somebody was saying like, you always see everything in front of you. Like, imagine like everything behind me is not there. Until I turn around and interact with it, now I see it. And it renders in.
But think about it though. I'm seeing what's behind you.
Because it's in front of you.
Whatever's in your vision
is rendered in because you're looking at it. Just like with the electrons, if you're looking at it, it's going to do what it's supposed to do. But say you're not looking at it, like I can't see behind me right now, but you can see it because it's just your point of view. It's like there might not be nothing behind, like it's not rendered in.
Thinking about all that has got my mind going all over the place because it all makes sense.
Impossible. Like, how did they know that Mars was the red planet, and why was it a worldwide fact? Saturn had rings. Based upon what information? Because nobody worldwide is disagreeing. This is that thing that you see that all the Anunnaki guys that look like a wristwatch, and they always have it, and you're always trying to see what that is.
Yeah, what is that?
It is it's a compass. It's a timekeeping compass. And the emerald tablets of Thoth are literally mind-changing and mind-blowing. It's given in first person, and that's not possible. The things that are being said are impossible. Enough time has passed, though, that it's not like that. He literally says, hey, there's a spaceship on Earth, and this is where it is.
If you guys haven't read the Emerald Tablets or seen videos on it, I would highly recommend it. All of that stuff is, like Cat Williams is saying, it's mind-boggling. It's insane. And they go into deep detail. So I would check it out if you have a chance.
Why do you think Admiral Byrd and the Rockefellers were so much more interested in Antarctica, the South Pole, rather than the North Pole, having been to both?
A story that was in Admiral Byrd's diary that was found by his kids, where he said he flew into an area that opened up at Antarctica, and he went into an area where it was lush and tropical almost. And as he got into this area, this is according to his own diary, people can look this up, something took over his plane, and these two UFO type craft, circular craft, flying saucers came, and it took over his craft and it guided him in to this area where they landed. And then they took him to meet somebody that he calls in his diary, the Master. Pretty interesting story. And according to this account, the Nazis had gotten help to create these craft called the Hanabu. They had 4 versions of this craft, these circular disc craft, from these people down there. But the guy, this Master, told him that they were wary of the nuclear bombs that had just been utilized, dropped the nuclear on Japan and so forth, and they were wary of our experimentation with nuclear devices and wars because they're sharing this planet as well. Pretty interesting story.
The events in Admiral Byrd's diary sounds very familiar to what happened a couple years ago, where there was another airplane that was flying over I forgot where they were flying over, but 2 to 3 UFOs started circling them, and then they were just gone.
Who built the pyramids?
No people?
No.
Who built them?
No people built the pyramids. And if you look around the world, you see certain telltale things that let you know that advanced machinery was in usage. This whole thing where slaves are stronger people is a fallacy. We like to believe that slaves are stronger. Slaves are weaker because they don't eat the right food and they live a terrible life. We've been led to believe that this is how much they worshipped their dead bodies. But the evidence doesn't show any of that. Like when you see inside, when they have those intricate carvings and paintings and stuff in gold and stuff, you have to remember this is in a windowless room, folks. There's no candle soot. There's no... It's clearly a power plant and built specifically for that location on this planet.
Cat Williams has been dropping heat the past couple of years. All of that makes sense. And again, in the Emerald Tablets, they go into a lot more detail. So y'all should definitely check it out. Yo.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم 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 إيه يا حبيبي بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم 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 يا حبيبي بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Yo, that spooked me. I ain't gonna lie, see. But yeah, he had that prayer on deck ready to go. That was scary. I'm not even gonna lie.
Most striking is the presence of Antarctica
on ancient maps because we didn't discover it until 1820. And yet it's on maps drawn in the 1500s with great detail, which again were based on much older source maps that have now been lost to us. The astonishing thing is the so-called Pinkerton world map. It just shows a hole where Antarctica is. A Wolsey-Wooler world map drawn in 1530 or thereabouts, you find Antarctica is present. Orontius Phineas map. That map shows Antarctica exactly where it should be. There's Antarctica at the tip of South America, just south of South Africa.
And what did they call it back then?
Well, they call it the Southern Land. And it's larger than it is today, but it was larger than it is today during the Ice Age. Antarctica was a much bigger. Now, what the fuck is it doing on a map drawn in the 1500s, which we know was based on older source maps when nobody knew it existed in the 1500s? To me, the obvious answer is we are dealing with the fingerprints of a lost civilization.
I really do believe in the lost civilization theory. There's too much evidence. And the fact that they had Antarctica in the 1500s on a map, there's so many maps that have crazy like depictions of what the world looks like. I don't know how they would gather all that information, but yeah, that's wild.
This is a hagstone. They say that when you find a stone with a naturally made hole in it from the ocean, that you can look through it and see the mermaids and the fairies on the other side. There is magic all around us.
Look at this. Wrinkled peach. Oh, she's so pretty.
Oh, baby. Bambi.
Well, that's an obvious fade portal if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, it is.
Just a stairway into some black water.
Oh, yeah, very pretty.
I'm gonna go touch it.
No. Okay, tell me this doesn't look like there was a mermaid sleeping here. Like, look at that. Did I just find a mermaid imprint? I had to have, right? Tell me there wasn't a mermaid right here.
That's pretty crazy.
The most obvious fade trap I have ever seen.
I'm gonna go touch it.
No, Maria, you're gonna get kidnapped.
Yeah, that face stuff is pretty scary. I think I told you guys before. I listened to a couple podcasts about the Fae. It's pretty creepy. They're not depicted the way that they are in Disney Channel and stuff like that.
¡No! ¡No! Chicos, comienzo a grabar. Se me acaba de apagar las palancas otra vez. Se saltaron las jodidas palancas una noche más. Me está sucediendo casi todas las noches, ¿vale? Y que tenga que seguir viviendo aquí porque no tengo dónde ir. ¿Qué cojones es eso, tío? ¡No! 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 Voy a llamar. ¿Qué coño?
Nah, bro. Why are you opening it? Count me out. I don't be getting why they be opening the window when they're knocking. That is crazy to me. Don't do that.
Stayed at the hospital for a week after surgery. Had a strange feeling someone would watch her at nights. One day, she decided to record with her phone, but didn't see anything until she turned up the brightness of her phone. She called for help, terrified.
Yo, what are y'all doing in that situation? Because that's creepy. All right, the devil answered. These two friends thought it would be a good idea to do a ritual in front of a mirror and end up getting what they asked for.
Vamos a ir algo en el patio. ¿Qué le digo? ¿Qué le digo?
I don't know what gotta lead you to do something crazy like that, but don't do that, please. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps out a lot in the algorithm. That way I can bring more videos to you guys. Thank you again, and I'll see you guys next week for some more creepy TikToks.